Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good late evening to you folks, and thank you for tuning in with me once again to another edition of True Conservative Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and I want to thank you for tuning in with me. I know I've been away from the Blog Talk Radio Network for some time now. Well, I decided that I should take somewhat of a break on the frequency of these broadcasts, because I have been getting kind of heated on some of these broadcasts. I strongly advise you folks to take a look at the archive, if you will, and you can basically get a glimpse on how intense we get around here on the Blog Talk Radio Network, and specifically here on True Conservative Radio. Once again, folks, I would like for you all to bookmark the website of True Conservative Radio, and yours truly. You can get that at www.ipolitic.net/ghost. Make sure to bookmark that website, because I'm always blogging, I'm always doing all kinds of nonsense. As a matter of fact, the reason I participate in the Blog Talk Radio Network and participate in anything in this ridiculous blogosphere is because I understand that these mediums are definitely tools in spreading messages of the political nature, of a social nature. So I've decided to try to get as intense as I possibly can into this new technology to attempt to facilitate debate, facilitate discourse on subject matters that completely have just went over the dumbfounded heads of America, because it's obvious that America has just submitted to a bunch of liberal filth, a bunch of feminized garbage, and I have said that over and over again on this program. But once again, folks, this is a random program. It's the midnight hour right here in Texas, and wherever you're located at, I don't know what exactly time it would be, but it is the midnight hour here. To be honest with you folks, I've been participating in viewing this ridiculous nonsense they call the Olympics. Have you been looking at this? I don't know about you people, but the Olympics, it's cute for about a minute, okay? And then after a while, when you're looking at all this garbage, it just really begins to eat at the pit of your stomach, you know? If you don't have an ulcerated stomach, you would probably have one once you really, truly analyze. I know most Nimrods out there, they don't analyze things anymore, but when I look at the Olympics, I analyze it. And what do I see on there? I see absolute garbage is what I see. I see a mockery here. Here we've got the international community in absolute turmoil out here. Okay, I mean, I don't even want to get into the domestic politics of America, because I've obviously delved into it time and time again here on the Blog Talk Radio Network and on True Conservative Radio. But what I don't understand is here we are, American folks, supposed to be playing with our pecker shafts here, looking at these ridiculous Nimrods that are out here doing all these ridiculous sports that I don't ever see unless I'm watching the damn Olympics. So what I'm trying to get at here, folks, is I was trying to take a break from all this politics stuff. You know, I tried to do it, you know. Unfortunately, it just gets to me. It just brings me back into the realm of wanting to try to hit people with discourse knowledge, try to let people understand that the conservative values need to be implemented here in America. And that's why I continue to come up on here. That's why I do blogs. I try to do whatever I can at this point. At first, I didn't take it as serious, but now that I'm getting a pretty good sense of what in the blue hell is happening out here in America, it definitely makes me want to puke. I tell you that right now. I mean, the liberal infestation, the absolute pussification, all right, of America is just, it's just out here. I mean, you take a good whiff of it, it smells like damn butt crack, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's just ridiculous, folks. I mean, here we are, like I said. I don't know if you folks have followed up from the last program, but I delved into the Russian situation, how they were, at the time, bombing the Air Force bases of Georgia, the country of Georgia, which gained its independence post the Soviet breakup. And I was trying to allude to everybody that this was a serious situation, and this only underscores the fact that all those folks that thought I was some sort of crackpot out there because I continue to use the word communism in my rhetoric out here, well, I tell you something, this situation right here with Russia should slap all you dumbasses in the face that are trying to laugh at me for using the word communism whenever I come up on here to try to provide discourse on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Because let me tell you something, this Georgia invasion, because it's now an invasion, folks. I know that these dumbass vodka, half-retarded-looking Russian imbeciles out here are trying to claim that they're a ceasefire and they're doing this or doing that. They're tickling their asses, okay, folks? What they're doing is they're going to go in there, they're just going to remove the democratically elected government out there in Georgia because they feel, the Russians that is, these cockeyed, fruity-ass, vodka-drinking, Kalashnikov-carrying pieces of garbage out here, these idiots think that Georgia is rightfully theirs. Now, let me tell you something, folks. And this is what I keep telling folks out here that have been sending me emails since the last show when I gave some critical analysis about the Russian situation. Look, folks, this is what I'm saying. What Russia's done here is not just some little sidebar here or, just some little flexion of the muscles on what some of these nimrods that call themselves analysts out here are trying to say. This Russian invasion, because it is an invasion of Georgia, is a clear sign that communism is alive and well, folks. And like I said in the last show, if it wasn't, let's say it was some long-term communist agenda, or well, whatever the case might be, some territorial agenda, geopolitical, who gives a rat's ass? But let's say they just wanted to gain territory back that they thought was rightfully theirs. Well, they could have started with Chechnya, could they? That's right. They could have went into Chechnya and went in front of the United Nations and say, well, you know what, we had to go into Chechnya. You want to know why? Because of terrorism. And they would have had capital. They would have had credence to their debate to go into Chechnya and overthrow the Chechnyan government out there and supposedly gobble it up into Russian territory. They could have had credence, but they don't have any credence going into Georgia. You want to know why those vodka-drinking, cockeyed retards, Russian bastards, you want to know why they went into Russia, or went into Georgia, excuse me? You want to know why they went into Georgia? Because they are saying to America, communism is alive and well, and this just goes to show all you nimrods that were out there tickling your ass cracks, laughing your asses off at me whenever I would use the word communism on this program. You laughed at me like it's some sort of prehistoric word or something, like it doesn't exist anymore. This goes to show all you pieces of crap that communism is alive and well, and let me tell you, Russia invading Georgia is a clear slap in the face to America. And let me tell you why, okay? This is basically sending a subtle message to America saying, look, we're going to invade a democratically elected government. That is your ally, America. That's right. Georgia is our ally, you morons. I mean, these are one of the few countries that actually have troops in Iraq with American troops. That's right, the Georgian government actually has troops out there in Iraq. But they had to call them back to go defend the homeland out there because these damn vodka-drinking, Vladimir Lenin-worshipping pieces of garbage out here in Russia, they want to play communist games again.
And they're sending a clear message to everybody out there in the international community. But this invasion right here, what Russia's doing at Georgia, is sending a message not only to America, but it's sending a message to every fledgling, any budding democracy, any unstable democracy, any democracy at all in the region or anywhere else in the world. It is unstable because communism is back. Authoritarian communism is back. They're going to take it by force. I mean, let me tell you something. This Georgia situation is much more serious than all these nimrods out here that are calling themselves mainstream media are really talking about. It's ridiculous. And I've said it in the last show, folks. This is not a joke here. These Russian bastards think they're going to come back and bring back some Vladimir Lenin, some Stalin garbage. They're going to overtake territory that was democratically elected, that was sovereign. All right, you have to understand this. This was a sovereign country here. And they're going to overtake it. And what is the United States going to do? Are they going to send troops out there to defend that democracy? Hell no, they're not going to do it. Because if they do that, they could escalate World War III out here. This is what I'm telling you, folks. I always told you pieces of crap out there that were laughing at me whenever I said the word communism on this program. This goes to show all of you. Communism is alive and well. And I told all you people, all you damn Republicans that are out there flapping your little mealy mouth in the wind talking about, oh, Ghost is a crazy bastard or something, or he's off his rocker. Let me tell you something. I told you bastards. I told you that these damn communists are alive and well, and we don't need that crap out here. We don't need people just taking power, just annexing, countries just because they feel that it's rightfully theirs. It's ridiculous. And this is what's happening here, folks, and this is just one of the rants I wanted to talk about out here because I'm sick. I've taken some time off here on this program, and I've been flipping the boob tube, and what have I been watching? Well, first of all, this ridiculous excuse of a mainstream media that isn't saying anything about this damn Russian crap. It's like maybe a 25-second blurb, but after that, there ain't crap. But I flip on the boob tube, I'm flipping the channel, and what do I get? I get the damn Olympics. I mean, I care about what in the blue hell is happening out here in Russia and Georgia. I care about what's going on out there in Iraq and Afghanistan. I care about what's going on out here in the world. I don't give some, to be honest with you folks, for all you morons that are out there saying, oh, the Olympics, oh yeah, man. For all you folks that are out there doing that, let me tell you something. Okay, I'd rather be watching some informative information that's going to inform me about what in the blue hell is happening out here in the world rather than seeing some fruity-ass jagoff and some tight-ass leotard jump over a group of rings or stick a horizontal bar in his ass. I don't care what these people do. The bottom line is that I want to hear about the world out here, and here I am, I've been bombarded with crap about the Olympics, folks. It makes me sick. Anyway, folks, I know I'm getting a little off the handle here, but there's just a couple of things that have been irking me out here, especially this Russia-Georgia situation. I mean, this is a serious situation out here. Right when America and those that were accepting democracy, once they thought that the only opponent, the only social opponent to democracy was Islam, here comes this communist crap again, huh? Here comes this communist horse crap. And I've always said it, folks, communism wasn't dead. These people are fanatics. They're morons. You have to understand this. All right? These people are imbeciles. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, anybody who believes in this Marxist horse crap is a loser. And let me tell you, it's a loser ideology. These people want the state. You have to understand this mentality, folks. Get in their mindset. They want the state to give them every single thing in the world. All right? I mean, everything. Here you go. Here's a house for you. Here. you loser. Here's a car for you. Here you go. It's ridiculous, folks. America is better than that, and this is what I've been saying all along, and democracy is better than that. This is what I've been saying since the beginning of this program, folks. We need to start understanding that this ain't over, okay? This Cold War crap, this communist crap, now we got this Islamic crap. We got all this crap going on that America has to deal with. And we need to start buckling down and start understanding what in the hell is going on in the international community. And I think that we need to start asserting our dominance out here in the world, with all due respect. All right? I mean, you know, it's just getting out of hand out here. You got these dumbass Russians. I mean, this is what really pisses me off out here, is these stupid commies. All right? There's nothing I hate worse in the world than a damn commie out here. You got these stupid, dumbass, vodka-drinking, Yakov Smirnoff Russian bastards out here having the gall. All right, you have to understand this. These idiots have the gall to sit over there and try to flex nuts. With all due respect, it is the midnight hour, and if you're getting a little offended by it, well, you know, tough titty. But these Russians are trying to flex nuts out here with America. Do you have to understand this, folks? These people are dethroning or just completely delegitimizing a democratically elected government out here in the region. By force. They're going out there killing these people. They're just going in there with tanks, and I mean, they're no match. I mean, it's a little country out here. They're no match for the damn Soviet military. They're going to go out there and they're going to take it over. And that's just basically putting America and every other democracy in the international community on notice that Red Russia, mother dumbass Karl Marx worshiping Russia, is back again. Anyway, folks, I had a little short show here. I want to hear what you have to say about it. If you have anything to say about it, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Like I said, I mean, it's just something that concerns me here. Here I am, I'm flipping the channel, and I'm seeing a bunch of fruity asses swimming around, you know, in a pool playing water polo when we should be watching the damn international community and what in the hell's going on out here. Because what's going on in the international community affects America. I mean, you have to understand, this is what I've always said when the war on terror started. You know, you can look back in the archives, folks. I always said that you got to watch out for China and Russia and these bastards out here that are trying to think that they're just going to go overtake and become the supreme superpower out here. It's garbage. And you want to know why they think they can do it? Because they're out here trying to take pop shots at us when we're out here at war with this terrorist crap. And that's what I'm talking about out here. In Russia, I'm telling you, it's made the first move. And we're going to see that poor Georgia, you know, I feel sorry for the Georgian people out there. They're trying to live a civil life, folks. That's what democracy spawns. It's a civil society out here. They're trying to live a civil society, and you got these Russian jerk nuts just coming in and thinking they're just going to, you know, wreck up shop and just go ahead and just annex this poor country into their jurisdiction. Because why? Because they overtook it 50 years ago, 60 years ago, some kind of crap. Just get the hell out of here, you Russian commie bastards. All right? I mean, you know, this is what I'm saying. You look at some of these Russians, and if you happen to be of Russian descent, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you don't think like these bastards, well, you know, with all due respect, I'm sorry. But a group is defined by their majority, folks, and let me tell you something. The Russian country, even though it has broken off into several different variants and in several different countries out here, it is a big damn country, and there's a lot of people, all right? There's a lot of stupid morons out here that are actually backing up this government, that are actually backing up this military campaign, and this is what I'm talking about. Here, what are they backing up? They're backing up ridiculous nonsense, ridiculous communist garbage that suppressed and killed their ancestors, man. I mean, don't these idiots understand that Stalin killed about 100 million of these morons? I mean, it's ridiculous
You got. Could somebody please give me an understanding of what in the blue hell is wrong with these stupid Russian people and why they can't understand that, hey, look, it's about democracy. Let's live a civil society. If you don't agree in the international community out here, if you don't agree amongst the nations in the international community, take it to the UN and debate the damn thing. All right, we're no longer going to go out here and, okay, I'm going to take this land by force because I'm going to flex nuts and I'm going to go out here and do this and you're going to, it's a civil society out here, and these stupid, dumb, imbecilic, Russian, I'm sorry that maybe some of you people are interpreting this and saying, well, you know what, that's kind of racist. I don't know, is a Russian a race or a people? I don't even know. I don't care. The bottom line is that these Russian people, they've been oppressed for 1,000 years under the Tsar regime, under the Tsar monarchy. You have to understand, read the history of these morons. They went through 1,000 years through the Tsar monarchy, which literally got wiped off during the Bolshevik Revolution. All right, and it's when Vladimir Lenin came into power, and once he came into power, well, the rest is history. These poor morons went through a horrible famine. I've read books where, between the time of just before the Bolsheviks took power to sometime after, was one of the worst times of cannibalism in the international history. These Russians were eating each other because the damn government, supposed communist government, the supposed government that was supposed to give everybody a damn chicken in every pot and all this horse crap, they couldn't come through, so they had to eat each other. And you can read about that. It's documented proof. If you don't believe me, go take a look for yourself. But this is what I'm talking about, folks, and this is why we have to come together as a country out here, and we need to start understanding we have to have some sort of moral fiber as we come together. We can't just come together out here and just start accepting, some of this immoral practice that we've come to accept as the norm out here in America. Once we do that, we're basically subjecting ourselves to not only international scrutiny, but we're subjecting ourselves to moral and social decay. Once we have moral and social decay, what in the blue hell do we have to fight for out here? That's all I'm saying, folks. We're living in a scary world. Everybody thought that, we were going to sing Kumbaya. It was the new millennium, and there was going to be world peace, and everybody was going to, stick a finger up their poop chute or whatever they thought they were going to do. It didn't happen, folks, and, it's still a scary world. People still want to be the supreme ruler of the world out here. You got a bunch of morons that think that, I'm just going to go ahead and decide, this is my country because I said so, or this is my province because I said so, or this is ours because some, religious scripture says so. It's ridiculous, folks. And this is what I'm saying, and instead of watching this damn Olympics, I'm going to tell you, I'm sick of the Olympics already, folks. I could give two rats' asses about the Olympics already, all right? It's great, we see a bunch of fruity asses in tights, jumping around a damn trampoline. Great. Let's get to the issues out here. Let's talk about America. Let's talk about the international community. This is what I don't understand. We got an election going on. We got two deadbeats running for president out here. You got John Turncoat, liberal head McCain, and damn Barack Hussein. Probably he's done cocaine with the communist brain Obama. That was just a joke. But the point is that we have to understand that we need to force these morons to start talking about things that are going to affect America, that are going to affect the international community, that's going to give us as a universal people a better way of life, the American people. This is what we need to talk about. We need to force them to. All right? Go to these damn town hall meetings. Write these Nimrods. Give their headquarters a call. Do whatever it takes And let me tell you something, if their headquarters gives you the damn runaround, call the damn media on their ass. This is what I'm talking about. Make them force these people to start talking about the issues, start talking about the economy out here. You got Barack Obama. One of the only things I've ever heard him clearly say and stipulate in a damn speech other than change, is the fact that once he becomes president, he wants to give everybody a damn $1,000. Hey, thank you for electing me president. Here's $1,000. Are you kidding me, boy? I mean, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. And what is John Turncoat McCain doing? That piece of prostate-infected crap. What is he doing over there? Hey, he's talking about giving single mothers, all right? You can look it up for yourself. He wants to give single mothers $5,000 to $8,000 every year per kid. Yeah. Oh, let's just give them $5,000 or $8,000 a kid. It's garbage, folks. It's garbage that we've got legislation that is it's just complete in contradiction of what this country was founded on out here. You know, you could be a family. I'm talking about a husband and wife that has been together, it's your first marriage. You know, both of your children, or all the children are both of your children, all right, from the same conception and all that junk. And you can go out here to these social or so-called social programs and be told by the damn social worker that it would be in your best interest to divorce or to split up so you can get more government subsidies out here, folks. And this is the damn system we are embracing out here. This is what I'm talking about. And then we wonder why there's so many damn single mothers out here. And literally, it is a phenomenon, folks. I know that maybe some of you people that are out there living in the heartland, and let me tell you, if you're living in the heartland, you better savor the flavor, because let me tell you, these people are coming to your town real quick. All right, but I'm out here in Texas, you know, and I'm not even, I wouldn't even say I'm even in the city. I'm out here, you know, some ways with my own land. You know, the cities is some way, and you can still see the remnants starting to come over here, the riffraff. And every time I go into the city, it's just absolute malarkey. It's just hogwash. It's disgusting. I mean, you see literally, you know, females out here, 5 or 6 kids, 5 or 6 different fathers out here, and I'll go up to these people. I mean, I don't know if you folks know me specifically. You only know me through the show and whatnot, but I'm a real brash person. I'll actually go up to somebody. I'll ask somebody a damn question. I don't give a damn if people get offended by it. I mean, it's all there is to it. If somebody came up to me and they were genuinely interested in whatever question they had to ask and wasn't trying to be some sort of a jerk nut or jag off about it, I will answer the damn question. But let me tell you, folks, you see this out here, and you got to think the mindset. What causes a woman to make those types of decisions about, you know, just letting a man go in, penetrate her, and, you know, until full ejaculation to conceive a child 5 different times from 5 different fathers? You got to understand, what is the motivation? Well, you have to think. And I know this firsthand, and of course, you know, when you deal with the government bureaucracy, you know, each person is different. Some people get more out of the bureaucracy because they can manipulate the system. Others can't. You know, others can just barely get the bare minimum because whatever the case might be, I don't know how to manipulate social program bureaucracies, but I understand that this is how it works. But let's say, you know, best case scenario, you got, you know, 5 children, 5 different fathers, you're a single parent, single mother. You can go in, literally get $3,500 to $4,000 in subsidies. And I'm talking about, that's total, in, you know, combined. You're talking housing, free housing, all right? Literally free housing. You got the food card, you know, they give you, I don't know how many, I think it's like a G a month or something in a food card for 5 kids, you know. And, I mean, health care, child care, job placement, I mean, you name it. You name it. This is what happens to a single mother who happens to be, having 5 kids from 5 different fathers out here. $3,500 to $4,000, sometimes more, in government subsidies. And then you got to think about child support. That's right, child support. This is what's motivating females out here to just go ahead and become baby factories for several different males. It's not uncommon, especially out here in the South where I'm at over here in Texas. It's not uncommon for these women to shit out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. Okay, we're trying to get into the mindset of it. Okay, so you've got $3,500 to $4,000 in government subsidies coming to you. Child support time. Now, let's say, there's going to be about 2 or 3 of those fools that are going to be able just to manipulate the system and not be able to pay anything at all without going to jail. All right, that's widely known. You see these morons on these stupid talk shows out here. These You're Not the Daddy talk shows. These imbeciles, they're just imbeciles out here. And let me tell you, those guys should be in jail. But they're out here spreading their seed, and they're able to manipulate the system. They just know the bureaucracy. Okay, let's say that the woman we're talking about in this scenario, 2 of those baby daddies just don't pay child support, and they don't have to because they're able to manipulate the system in whatever way. And if they do send anything, it's maybe like $20 a month or something, or $20 or $10 a month, something on that average. Well, then you got 3 left. Well, let's say 2 of those are just regular payers, and that means that they pay the bare minimum, which is, over here in Texas, it's $200 to $250 for 1 kid. Okay, and that's the bare minimum right there. That's if you're making minimum wage out here and working 2 jobs and all this garbage. If you're a single man that happens to have a child and you child support's going through all that litigation, all that crap, $200 to $250 a month. But let's say she strikes it rich with the 5th guy. Oh, yeah. Let's say that the 5th guy is some kind of a contractor or something big time. Let's say this guy is literally raking in anywhere from $5,500 to $6,500 a month. All right? $5,500 to $6,500 a month. And that's pretty good out here in Texas. Well, let me tell you something. That $250 or $200 little bare minimum that the state requires these losers to pay for these child, that doesn't work for this man over here. She struck it rich. She could literally get anywhere from $900 to $1,100 a month out of that paycheck. So I don't know. I stopped doing the math, folks, but I've laid the numbers out there to you. That's pretty good money, becoming a baby factory. And the state actually induces this crap. The judicial system actually induces this crap. And nobody wants to talk about it. All anybody wants to do is just call it, like these damn liberals. They always like to say it's social evolution, Ghost. It's just the way it goes. You didn't think families were here forever, did you? And that's what they say, folks. That's what these damn liberal, long-haired, tree-hugging pieces of garbage, that's what they say. And it makes me sick, I tell you that right now. It makes me damn sick. Anyway, folks, these were just random thoughts that are going through my head here. This wasn't basically a planned program. Every program is spontaneous. But there were some random thoughts that I had, basically facilitated on this little short 45-minute program that I thought were definitely very important. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about. One more thing I wanted to talk about is, well, see, now that I'm thinking about one more thing to talk about, I got about 80 things that I want to talk about now. Don't you hate that crap? Look, folks, I mean, the bottom line is I'm just some guy that's coming up on the internet. I'm trying to do whatever it takes to hope that some things that I say, I'm not ever telling anybody who's listening to me to believe in what I say. I'm not, there's a lot of morons, I'm not just picking on the Blog Talk Radio Network, but on the Blog Talk Radio Network and everywhere in the blogosphere that are trying to become like some sort of political prophets, I like to call them, or something. These morons that think that, whatever they pull out of their ass and call it political commentary, they expect you to believe it and eat it up like it's damn gospel, for Christ's sake. I don't ever do that. As a matter of fact, everything I say, I strongly advise everybody to go look it up for themselves out here, because that's what you should be doing. That's what most Americans should be doing. Most Americans out here should be attempting to critically think about knowledge, absorb knowledge, obtain knowledge. But obviously, folks, they're not doing that. And this is why, here we are, we're looking at this damn Russia invasion of Georgia situation. We're looking at the situation on the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq. We're looking at the situation with the war on terror out here. And then you look at the damn moral depravity of America. You look at the damn moral bankruptcy out here in America. You look at the damn warped social situation out here in America. And you start understanding, folks, that this is why I come up on here and scream my damn head off every time I attempt to commit myself to a broadcast here. And I know, folks, that I always say, as a matter of fact, get back to the blog. I know I say I'm always going to contribute to the blog, and sometimes I just get lazy, folks, because, well, it just gets frustrating, and it gets tiring, folks. It just gets tiring because, one can have so much passion for something. One can believe in something so much, but then when you just take all this adversity, all the blatant just disregard for what you believe in, and let me tell you something, folks, you can look in the damn mainstream media, you can look out in the damn social society, go to a damn social arena, it's all around you, folks, this liberal infestation, this feminist filth. It's all around us, folks. And it's corroding the moral integrity of America. Anyway, folks, you take a look at all those things that I just said, and it's a scary situation. It's a scary situation, but if you ask the average everyday moron that's walking the damn street out here, if they've ever heard about any of these subject matters, what are they going to do? They're just going to tickle their ass cracks and say, "Oh yeah, I remember that," when they don't know diddly. And this is what frustrates me, folks, and this is why I get so damn angry. This is why I start screaming. This is why I want to start breaking crap in my own home out here. Because I'm passionate about what I believe in, all right? I'm a conservative, damn it. All right? I see through the damn liberal smoke. I'm a damn conservative, damn it. And I'm not going to let these damn liberals... They're not going to put up this smoke screen without me going out with a damn fight and letting everybody know, look at that damn smoke screen. Look through it. Because it's absolute horse crap. Anyway, folks, like I said, get back to the blog, if you will. ipolitic.net/ghost. All right, ipolitic.net/ghost, and I'm going to be contributing to the blog. I know that I was going to contribute last show. I said that I was going to contribute a little bit about what I said about John Edwards and that ridiculous fiasco, but apparently, according to some of the emails I received out here, particularly of which, a couple of a prominent nature, but I don't even want to get into that crap, but they said I was a little hard on old John. They said I was a little hard on old John Edwards, but let me tell you something, folks. I don't give a crap if I was hard on John Edwards. And let me tell you, all you damn morons out here, all right, I'm glad that I thought about this because these are random thoughts. But let me tell you something about John Edwards. That man is a piece of crap. He is a piece of crap,
And all you morons that are out there trying to email me up and trying to give me some excuse about why this stupid, pretty boy moron cheated on his wife that was dying, you piece of crap. For all you idiots that are out there trying to give this moron some sort of leeway or some sort of an excuse on why he went out and philandered around like some piece of mindless, soulless crap. You people don't even have a soul. You people need to look at yourself in the mirror and spit in it. Spit right in your face. And that's me to you, you piece of crap. Because let me tell you something. All you liberal pieces of garbage out there that are trying to say that I was hard on John Edwards, I wasn't hard enough. And I don't think this damn liberal media was hard enough. Oh, yeah. It weren't hard at all. As a matter of fact, they were trying to sugarcoat the damn thing. This man's wife is dying of cancer. She's dying, folks. You stupid, soulless, liberal morons. And you see, folks, the reason I brought it up last show and the reason I'm bringing it up now, because I want everyone to analyze the liberal mind. You take a look at John Edwards. You take a look at the actions of what this depraved, moronic, self-centered, egotistical bastard did. And that's the liberal mind, folks. They think that is perfectly fine. They think that, hey, it's freedom, it's tolerance, hey, if it's sexual liberation. If you feel that, hey, my wife is dying and, she's no good, so I'm just going to go ahead and philander around on the nearest blonde bimbo that happens to be within arm's reach out here. I mean, that's the soulless mindset that you're getting from the liberals out here. And this is why I am a staunch anti-liberal. This is why I'm a staunch anti-feminist, because of that mindset right there. And all you pieces of crap that were out there emailing me saying, oh, you're a little hard on John Edwards. Oh, man. You can shove it up your cornpipe. All right? I mean, that's all there is to it, because you don't know your asses from your elbow. You're immoral. You're depraved. You're sick. You're twisted. You morons that are giving any kind of leeway to this John Edwards should literally be, with all due respect, and, for all the ladies that are listening in, please close your ears, but you morons that are actually trying to give leeway to John Edwards philandering around on his dying wife, you people should be anally raped with a damn plunger with no Vaseline, you pieces of soulless, depraved crap. All right? I mean, I can't believe anybody would try to give anybody an excuse. And did you see this dumb idiot Edwards out here? He's like, oh, well, I did it, but, she knew about it. She knew about it all along. I mean, that's basically how he said, yeah, well, she knew about it. She wasn't putting out, so she knew that I was going out there and hopping on the nearest bimbo that happened to be within arm's reach. I mean, this woman is dying. And this is how he's going to leave the last remnants of her life? In embarrassment and in shame? This is the liberal mind, folks. This is what I'm talking about. Dissect it, interpret it, try to understand it, and try to understand it. It is wrong. It is wrong. And I'm going to continue to come up on here and say it, folks, because it needs to be said. This sick, twisted, liberal infestation of America, I'm telling you, folks, these liberals aren't going to be happy until they see oral copulation between two men happen from across the street from an elementary school, folks. This is why we need some moral integrity. This is why true conservatives need to come together. They need to come together on the local level. Go out there, try to find out who's a conservative. Get in touch with all the conservatives in your community. Come together and start electing conservative officials. Start pushing conservative legislation, folks. We need grassroots out here, and that's the only way that we're going to take back America. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This was just a short edition, 45-minute edition of True Conservative Radio. Please get back to the blog, folks, ipolitic.net. That's ipolitic.net/GHOST. ipolitic.net. Go ahead and bookmark the page, folks. I'm going to be putting all kinds of goodies up there. I'm going to be putting all kinds of posts in the forums and blogs and all kinds of good things. And by the way, folks, these are sporadic programs, so I strongly advise bookmarking the other page, too. Anyway, folks, death to feminism, long live the conservative movement, and I'm out.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.